Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a good old-fashioned whole house reset, or at least just trying our best. Sometimes as a mom or as a parent in general, the chores fall behind, and this was one of those weeks for us. If you need something to get you moving today, I hope this video does exactly that for you. When I was filming this video, it was on Valentine's Day, so the first thing I did was actually clean off the dining room table so I could set up a few little surprises for when my kids got home. Now, I just want to say that if you don't give your kids baskets or gifts for Valentine's Day, that is totally fine. I don't go overboard either, but I did want to give them something fun to come home to. If you didn't know this already, I have two boys. Carson is 6.5 and Sutton just turned 2. For Sutton, I grabbed him a little wagon that he could pull around outside or inside. I got him a book and some little snacks that he likes. And for Carson, I got him a Rubik's Cube he's been wanting and just a few treats, and tried to set it all up on the table so it would look cute for them. We had such a fun Valentine's Day as a family. We made heart-shaped pizzas and I let the kids put their own sauce and cheese on theirs, and they loved that. Carson did a great job, but Sutton had more fun throwing everything, so I had to step in and help a little. But it was one of those days as a mom where I just felt so grateful for my boys and that I get to be a mom and make these holidays special for them. Sometimes I find myself getting really sucked into the mundane and I'm sick of cleaning up the same messes over and over again. For example, our kitchen island is just such a clutter magnet, but I wouldn't have it any other way, truthfully. I cannot imagine a world where my island is clean, I'm not tripping over toys, and I don't have little people that are consuming my brain 24/7. So when I catch myself getting frustrated, I always remind myself that these are the good old days and it doesn't take me long to clear this space off at all. I might have to do it multiple times a day, but I don't mind it one bit when I really think about it. I've heard a lot of people say that we need to shift our mindsets from I have to clean to I get to clean, and I could not agree more. It is such a privilege that I get to clean my home and I get to have a healthy family who make all this mess. I feel like in a lot of my videos, I talk about the chores I don't love doing so much, but let's talk today about the chores we do enjoy doing. For me, I love to clean the kitchen. If I'm feeling overwhelmed, I always start in the kitchen. It's the busiest area of our home, so it is messy the most often, but the reward of having a clean kitchen is just the best in my opinion. So while the task of cleaning it and maintaining it can feel like a lot sometimes, the end result is so satisfying. So for that reason, it's my favorite chore. So I'd love for you guys to comment down below and let me know what is your favorite chore. Trying to get my bearings right now and decide what I want to tackle next. My energy is very low today, so I'm kind of on the struggle bus trying to get things done. But before we get any further into today's video is sponsored by Foreo, and I'm so excited to talk about my Foreo UFO 3. You guys have heard me talk about this in the past. You've heard me talk about the Luna 4. I am so grateful for Foreo's continued support of my channel and working with me on another video. I have seen such a major difference in my skin since I started using both the Luna 4 and the UFO 3, but especially this device right here. It has made such a difference. My skin is so hydrated, it feels so good, and it is like the dead of winter right now. It is so cold. Usually at this point my skin is like burning and peeling and flaking, but that's not the case because I have been consistently using my UFO 3. I have had a professional facial done before, and while that is amazing and it's such a fun experience, it's really expensive, and I personally don't have the money to be shelling out to go get professional treatments all the time, so I love that I can get a treatment at home using my UFO 3. I have a whole bunch of different masks that go with this, and my favorite one personally is the Make My Day one. I just think that it makes my skin look so bright and feel so good. I also really like the Glow Addict, and then at the end of the night I always use like the night one. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I really could not recommend this device enough. The UFO 3 is a deep facial hydration device that gives you the benefits of 5 anti-aging spa treatments at home. You can connect the device to the Foreo app, and there you will find so many guided treatments to choose from, or you can use the device in easy mode and access 8 customized treatments at the push of a button. The UFO 3 will increase your skin moisture by up to 126% in just 2 minutes, and as a result is clinically proven to reduce the look of wrinkles in 1 week. It uses warming thermotherapy, which is especially important in the winter months, and this helps the active ingredients in the mask absorb deeper into your skin so they can work the best. You also get cooling cryotherapy, LED therapy, and T-sonic massage, which gently relaxes facial muscle tension points and boosts your circulation. When you complete your treatment, your skin is going to be so glowy and radiant, and you just feel refreshed. I very much look forward to using my device. I use it at least daily, and it's my favorite form of at-home self-care. Right now, Foreo is offering a very special discount for my subscribers. If you use the link in my description box, you will get 30% off the UFO 3, but the first 50 people to use the coupon code Catherine10 will get an additional 10% off. That is such huge savings on something that rarely goes on sale, so be sure to take advantage and your skin will thank you for it. I didn't have a ton of dishes in my sink that needed to be done, but as usual, we had a lot of recycling in the sink. I feel like I mentioned it in my last video, but our family had a stomach bug. So there was a lot of like Gatorade bottles and orange juice and waters and things like that in our sink that there is not normally. So I needed to rinse all of that out and then throw that into our recycling bin before I could get to just the few dishes that were in the sink. Something about having fresh flowers in my kitchen just makes me so happy. I don't typically have them around because I just don't think to buy myself them, but my husband gave me 2 bouquets actually for Valentine's Day this year, and they are just so beautiful. It makes me want to keep some fresh flowers at all times. I'm also just such a summer girl, and they make me really excited for spring and hopefully warm weather to come soon. It is very hard to tell on camera, but my sink was absolutely disgusting, so I really needed to scrub it out.
Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes.
I would love to hear in the comments if you guys have any video suggestions that you would like to see from me coming up. I'm still planning to film our huge basement declutter, so you can expect that. But are you guys ready for spring cleaning motivation yet? Is there a specific area you'd like to see me clean or declutter in a video? Do you want more declutters or more organizing or something else entirely? I'm starting to feel a little bit repetitive, so all ideas are welcome. Right now, YouTube is really loving my declutter videos, and I've been enjoying making those for sure, but at some point I will run out of things to declutter in my house, so I may end up trying to declutter somebody else's house, which would be super fun.
Secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night. Time is running out of sight. A lonely wind is passing by. Tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk.
The next thing on my list for this kind of reset of the kitchen is to wipe down the counters and then also wipe down the appliances a little bit. I sometimes take out the pink stuff and I do like a deep clean of the stovetop, but I really was just trying to get as much done today in as little time as possible. So I just sprayed it with my all-purpose spray and wiped it down with a microfiber cloth, and that's perfectly fine, although it doesn't come out quite as beautiful as it does when I use the pink stuff. But again, sometimes I have time for that and sometimes I don't, and I was kind of on a time crunch when I was trying to get all of this done, so I had to just do it the easy way.
look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see.
I know the next morning when the sun goes out, it might be the last day of you and me. You're lying.
Now that the kitchen was all cleaned up, I had to deal with the recycling that was piling up by the door and get that out of the house. I cannot stand it when recycling starts piling up like this. It just feels like such unnecessary clutter and makes the entire room look messy, even though it's not. We're also going to clean up all these shoes in Sutton's Target shopping cart and then throw this laundry basket down the basement stairs. That's one of my favorite things to do to get it out of the way.
Memories, not yours, only in my dreams. Oh, if I could. You know, nothing at all.
Okay, so I sped this way up, but the struggle and the fight, I was like fighting for my life to get this trash bag out of the trash can. It was so bad. I was like practically on the floor trying to get it out. It's really funny watching it back, but not so funny in the moment. And the reason why it was so bad is because we had run out of our proper trash bags. And so for a little bit, we were using like some kind of contractor bag that my husband had. And thankfully we have the correct trash bags now, but because we had the wrong one in there, it got way overstuffed and it was just impossible to get out of the trash can.
Would bring back all the memories, not yours, only in my dreams. Oh, if I could, I would turn back.
Now we're going to do a quick reset of all the toys in the living room. And if you're wondering about that giant truck on the floor there, that is a outdoor toy that Sutton brought inside. We had like one super nice day where it was almost 60 degrees here in Massachusetts like a week ago, and it was amazing. But he really wanted to bring that truck back inside, so had to clean it, bring it in, and I'm hoping I can sneak it back outside before he notices because it's just large and it's just kind of in the way. But anyway, as I'm watching these clips and I see like our Valentine's Day XOXO garland, I think is what it's called, on the fireplace, I'm so excited to start decorating for Easter. I absolutely love Easter. I don't have a ton of Easter decorations, but something about being able to decorate with like pastels and bunnies just gets me so excited and really gets me through that last stretch of winter while we wait for spring to arrive. There are always little handprints and fingerprints all over this mirror. To clean the mirror here and then also the windows, I was using an e-cloth window cleaning cloth, I think is what it's called, and that works super well and I never see any streaks left behind when I use it. And yeah, I'm just a big fan of e-cloths in general. I am convinced that my cats are the messiest eaters in the world, and I don't know why. I feel like they just fling their food around while they're eating. They usually have wet food in the morning and at night. They have like a third of a can each. And then they have some dry food during the day, but not super often because they are a little bit overweight right now, so they're kind of on a diet. But yeah, my cats, the wet food is such a disaster. So I was cleaning their bowls and stuff while I was trying to clean off the floor, and to do this I was just using a very hot rag and some Dawn power wash and just really going at like the baseboards and the wall and the floor, and it's very hard to tell on camera, but it was a mess. So this took me quite some time to get it clean, and even after I finished cleaning it, I wouldn't even say that it was perfect. It still looked a little bit messy. I feel like whenever I talk about my cats or you guys see my cats in my videos, I get tons of comments about them, and it makes me so happy that I have cat lovers that are subscribed to my channel and watch my videos because I am truly such a crazy cat lady at heart. We have 3 of them. We have Wesley, who is, I want to say he's 12, and then we have Lucy, who I think is 11, and then Arthur is 7. Our cats are our literal children. We love them so much, and I don't even care about how messy their food gets or how much space all of their food takes up in our small home. I wouldn't trade it for anything because we love them so much. Usually, I'm very good about putting away all of my makeup and everything after I finished getting ready, but on this day, I was kind of in a rush and I didn't put everything away, and I knew I was filming a cleaning video anyway, so I figured I would just include it in the video. So I'm picking up the vanity here and going to wipe everything down. You can see we had bleach out because we were getting over a bug, so the bleach had to come out. We had to pull out the big stuff to try and eliminate that, but we're going to put that away now. I noticed the other day when I was cleaning in here after everybody was sick that it looks like our faucet in the bathroom is rusting up inside really bad. This is not that old. I want to say we put this in here like mid 2022 if I remember correctly. I'm not really sure why it's doing this so quickly. If you guys have any ideas, make sure you let me know. I'm going to try and clean it and just see if maybe it's not rust, but I personally think it is. And just let me know what you guys think, if I need to replace this faucet, or if you have any suggestions, or if it's happened to you, or if you have any idea why this would happen so quickly. Maybe it was just like a poorly made faucet. I think I got it off Amazon. But yeah, I'm gonna try and clean this right now with some vinegar and see what happens. Now, I'm not sure if I did this right exactly, but I just took a bag, filled it up with some vinegar and a little bit of hot water to dilute it, and then tied this around the faucet and let that sit there for, I want to say it was like a good hour, maybe even longer than an hour, but we will check back in on how that looks in a little bit. You guys will see how much progress I was able to make on the gunky, rusty stuff. But while we're waiting for that, I'm going to clean the rest of the bathroom. So wiping down the toilet. I'm also going to spray some OxyClean in the shower and clean that out. The shower desperately needed to be cleaned. We need to take out the trash. None of this is glamorous, but it is just something that needs to be done. When we first moved into this house, our original plan was to build an addition off of our master bedroom so that we would have a bigger bedroom and we would be able to add a master bathroom and a closet. But that didn't end up happening for a multitude of reasons. And now we're kind of undecided about what's next. Sometimes we think about actually moving like south, moving further away, and we could have a bigger house in the south and I think a better quality of life in comparison to what it's like here in Massachusetts, because none of us are cold weather people, so we really struggle through the winter. So that's an option, but another option we've considered is going back to the addition, and I'm just really unsure of it at this time because we don't want to take on debt at the moment, and interest rates are horrible for mortgages. So if we were to try and take out like a construction mortgage or something, we would lose our very low interest rate. So it's complicated. I'm not really sure what we're going to do, but definitely having only one bathroom is easily the hardest part about living in our house. Our house is small and that's fine. We make it work, but one bathroom is very tricky. And sometimes I get comments asking why we don't put a bathroom in our basement. And truthfully, I just don't think there's a good place for it down there between like where our washer and dryer is and our oil tank, and we have storage down there and everything else. I just don't think there's a good spot for it. But second of all, I think that it would not get used enough to justify how much it would cost us to do that. And that's just because it's inconvenient to have to go down into the basement to use a second bathroom.
But when you left, I could feel it grow like a body of water, seeping through the edges of my soul.
Every time I spray the OxyClean that starts off purple or blue and then turns white, I start coughing so bad. So I'm curious if you guys have ever experienced that from using like a bathroom cleaner, but I'm definitely on the hunt for something else that works just as well, that does not cause me any sort of respiratory distress, because that's definitely kind of concerning for me. But we're all done scrubbing out the tub, and now I'm just rinsing everything off. So this was a while later when I had got back from picking up Carson from school, and I'm just taking off that bag with the vinegar in it, and I'm going to scrub the faucet really well. And I definitely noticed as I was scrubbing that stuff was coming off, but I could tell that it still wasn't perfectly clean. So I decided to grab some baking soda and try to use the baking soda to scrub as well and see if that made any sort of difference. And you guys will see in a minute when I show you the before and after, it definitely looks better, but it's not perfect. So if you have any suggestions, or if you think that this is rust or if it's just gunk, please let me know and what you think I should do, because it's just kind of disturbing knowing that that's there and that's where like my kids are brushing their teeth and stuff. I was quickly losing steam at this point, so I wanted to just try to tidy up my bedroom really quickly. I'm taking my bed apart, I'm going to make it, and I'm doing it in the laziest way possible by not removing all of my blankets. If you guys have watched my channel for a while, this is kind of like my favorite way to make the bed, and I truly don't care about like hospital corners or my bed sheets being wrinkly or anything. As long as they're clean, I just don't even care. I'm just gonna get back into it later in the night anyway, so just quickly throwing my bed together, and then we're gonna tidy up the room a little bit.
I'm laying down it to compile it. Oh no, I see you only when you're ballin'. Oh no, I don't even care to doubt. I'll see you in a while, cause this time I will choose you, yeah. I'll choose. You know exactly how to look like this. Holding in a bag full of goods and needs. I need a night like this.
I have so much more that I would love to do today. I would love to get laundry put away. I did like a zillion loads of laundry yesterday to get caught up again, and I have so much that I need to put away, but my back is toast right now. It hurts so bad, and I think part of that is because I was so inactive for a couple of days while we were all not feeling well, and then yesterday, like the day after I started to feel better, I like went hard trying to catch up on everything and clean everything, and so my body just hurts and I need to chill out a little bit. It is also Valentine's Day today when I'm filming, so tonight I'm planning to make heart-shaped pizzas with the kids. And I want to have a fun night, so I cannot be like crippled with my body hurting the rest of the night. I need to like chill out right now so that I can do stuff with the kids tonight and we can have a super fun night. So I'm calling it quits on the cleaning for today. I think the last thing I'm going to do before I like really throw in the towel is do the floors. I'm just gonna use my Tinco for that to like make it quick and easy. But yeah, I am on the struggle bus a little bit today, but I'm trying to get things done and it feels really good. Most of my house is picked up. We just have like a lot of laundry, like I said. But let's go ahead and get the floors done, and then we're calling it a day so I can enjoy the rest of Valentine's Day with my family. Like I said, we are cleaning the floors now, so I pulled out my Tinco. This is the first time I'd used it in a couple of weeks, so it was kind of just like sitting on its stand and rotting, and I was worried that it was going to smell when I started running it. So I put a few drops of essential oil on the floor and let the wet dry vac pick it up, and I found that there was no stinky smell coming from it after doing that. So would there have been a stinky smell if I didn't do that? I'm not sure, but I feel like there probably would have been. So I really liked doing this with the essential oil. Sometimes I do that with my steam mop as well, not because the steam mop smells, but because it will leave like a nice lingering scent as I'm cleaning. But once we're all done with this, we are going to call it a day on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it got you moving or just gave you some motivation to get something done in your home. Don't forget to check out the Foreo UFO 3. You can get 30% off via the link in my description box. And if you use the coupon code Catherine10, the first 50 people to use that code will get an additional 10% off, which is such a huge savings. And these things never go on sale, so be sure that you take advantage, treat yourself, do some at-home treatments. It's seriously the best. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn your notification bells on so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Once again, thank you so much for watching today. It truly means the world to me, and I hope you will come back again next week for another video.
We had a fire, now we're watching it burn low. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body